So like last week, I mean, not even last week. That's how crazy this fucking year has been. It's been like a fucking long ass time. Last time I told you guys, I said this feels like a long ass year in 1 week. 1 week. It's just been 1 fucking week. It's literally been 1 week. 1 week. I can't believe it. It's 1 week. We did 3 podcasts this year, and it's been so fucking long. So long.
So much has happened in that little bit of time.
Oh, too much has happened, man. Too much has happened. We're gonna jump right into Rampage because it's just so much that has happened. It's like it's just better to just start it off and just get to going with the get to going. It's just like just start it. Jesus, how did you like Rampage?
Rampage was better than their actual, what was it, battle for the belt or whatever the fuck that shit was supposed to be. So,
yes.
Yeah. And I normally don't like Rampage. I come on here and bitch about Rampage. Comparison, it was way better.
Yes. So, Rampage starts off with the Paragon. Well, not all 3 of them, just Adam Cole. And I know people are like, what? Like, you guys joked about that on the last episode, the episode before this, when they mentioned Paragon. You said, hey, that's going to be their name. And we were right. We're rarely ever wrong. Rarely.
Take what we say seriously.
Yes, I did on the last podcast make a huge miss, and I'm gonna tell you why I made that huge miss when we get to that part. But I made a huge miss because I was fed some information, and information said this one thing, and I took the information and interpreted wrong. And then when it happened, I texted the person and said, "Hey, listen, you told me one thing," and they said, "Hey, I did say this. You interpreted that last part." So I do have to retract that, but I was right, but I have to retract who I was right about. Okay. But back to Rampage, it was Jake Atlas versus Adam Cole, Bay Bay. And it was a good match until Jake Atlas got hurt.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest, cutest, like, most adorable thing that a Canadian can do. That's right, I'm calling him Canadian. I'm bringing it out. After Jake got hurt, like, they were supposed to go to the finish, and Adam, like, puts on a leg lock, but it's, like, the weakest looking leg lock. He's literally holding Jake's leg, like, the lightest he can, and he wraps his leg around it. Not tight at all. It just wraps his leg around it. And he's looking at Jake, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, his face, you can see it in his face. There is no, like anger in his face. It's like, I have to pretend that this is hard, but, like, all I'm doing is holding your leg and wrapping my legs around it. But please just pretend this hurts. And Jake tapped out.
If you look closely, Jake didn't even feel it at first, like him doing that. Like, he literally had to pinch him, like, to say, like, dude, I'm doing this. Come on.
Yeah, it was because the whole time, like, Jake is in, like, pain. Like, he is, like, in fucked up pain because, like, he sprung his leg, but he is, like, in pain. And, like, he's not even paying attention. And Adam didn't even really have a real leg lock, but that just shows you how much of a nice guy he is. That this guy's hurt, he has to go to the finish, and he's not even going to put on a real move to make him hurt. He's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. So that was a thing. Then Red Dragon comes out. And Orange Cassidy comes out and wraps the chain around his hand. Then the best friends come and run the Paragon away. They're like, we're going to beat you guys. Okay. So then, just as we said on the last episode, we were like, hey, we're kind of forgiving Cody and we're going to see what happens. He fucks up again, screw him. Then we find out Cody's sick or injured. They won't say what it is. They said for a medical reason. And you know what's really weird about this? And I'm going to just point this out because it ties into something later. He goes, it's for a medical reason. Cody is out for a medical reason. That's some WWE shit the WWE would say. But the weird part about it is, like I said, I'm going to point it out later, but it's just like, 2022 is just a weird fucking year. That's all I can say right now. It's just like, weird fucking year. So,
side note, WWE has mentioned in COVID, like, right and left. Not sure that's a thing with Cody, but they've been mentioning it, like, right and left. Where whatever it is with Cody, they're keeping it a secret.
That's what I was going to talk about later in the show, and you just jumped ahead and cut the content. But that's great. But yeah, they do talk about COVID. But because of Cody being out, Dustin Rhodes now has to face Sammy Guevara for the interim TNT championship, but they only give an interim championship if you're out for longer than just a few weeks. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand.
That's why I'm leaning more to it being an injury than anything, because it's the way they're making it seem he's gonna be out for a while.
But then but the funny part about it is, like, they said that he was gonna be out for a while. Then they're like, well, when he comes back, we're gonna have a unification match. And I'm like, well, what was the point? Like, there was no point. Because they just like, oh, they're gonna have a unification match when he comes back, and it's like you said, it sounds like an injury. So who knows when he's gonna be back? And also, what's the point? Just let him keep the title and then come back. Like, there's no reason for this. Like, this is so weird. So then we had Andrade talk about he wants to fight Orange Cassidy. It's gonna be a thing.
It's random.
Super random. And then we all became hookers because Hook wrestled Aaron Solo. This kid's good.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of Aaron Solo, fucked him up, Tazplexed him, then put him in a red rum. 1, 2, 3. I mean, not 1, 2, 3. He taps out. Then he's leaving, and QT Marshall's like, I trained you. Don't bitch, wait at me. So he's like, all right, fuck you. Then he Tazplex the shit out of him. But, okay. That's the thing.
Are they still called Tazplexes, by the way? Like, he might have changed the name to those.
Well, I don't know. Do you think we should start calling them hook plexes?
That's what I was thinking, but I'm not sure if that's like the actual name.
We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with what you said, the hook plex. The hook
that
plex.
sounds cool, to be honest with you.
It does. It does. So yeah, he has hook plexes now.
Cool.
So then we get Ricky Starks challenges Matt Sydal to the TNT title, well, not TNT title, FTW title match at Battle of the Belts. I'm like, okay. Okay. Whatever.
Again, random.
Yeah, fucking random as shit. We get a tag team match. Is Riho and Ruby Soho versus Jimmy Hayter and Britt Baker. And of course, Rio wins, setting up for the Battle of the Belt match. But I don't know. I don't know. They also tease more Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker beef, so that's the thing.
Hopefully they hurry up with it.
They will. So then we had one of the funniest parts of the segment, one of the funniest parts of the show. It's 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. They're getting ready for the street fight, and they got Eddie Kingston and LAX. They're on one side. They doing the Mark Henry thing. And LAX and Eddie Kingston just leave. And Renegade goes, they're going to come right through that door, aren't they? I was like, yeah. And then they come through the other side of the door.
Yeah, I just about to say that. They didn't come through the door.
We both was like, what the fuck? Like, they came to the other side? And they just started beating the shit out of 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. And it was so funny because they beat him down. Then they went back to Mark Henry, and Mark Henry's like, it's time for the main event. It's like, dude, you don't even have to say it. What the fuck?
It was like, no shit. Really?
Right? It was just like, what the fuck? That was so weird. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a fan of this match at all. I wasn't a fan of this match. It was long and weird, and like a lot of stuff happened. People was getting beat up, and it's like, it wasn't cool. LAX gets the win, so I guess that's setting them up for their match later for the tag titles eventually.
The only cool part with this whole thing was the fucking beginning with Mark Henry and all that. Other than that, I didn't care.
Yeah. And then, like, the fucking weirdest part, after the match, 2.0 and Garcia beat the shit out of LAX and Kingston, and they tied Kingston to the ropes with blue tape. Jericho came down to save him. And fucking, as Jericho gets down, Jericho cleans the ring. Kingston just moves his arms and the tapes comes off and he's like, why you come help me? What? What do you mean? He had to help you. You didn't have to come help me. Okay. So
I'll let you die next time.
Yeah, it was like what the fuck? Like, what was that? So that was Rampage. Then we went to Battle of the Belts. And it started off with the interim championship, Dustin versus Sammy. How did you like this match?
Meh.
Meh?
Meh.
Like, no more than meh?
No more than meh.
Okay. Well, they had a match and Dustin lost to Sammy Guevara. So that was a thing.
You predicted that while we were watching it too.
Yeah. So it's going to be Sammy versus Cody eventually. And it winds up leading to Sammy versus Daniel Garcia because Renegade pointed it out. I didn't see it that Daniel Garcia was in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I didn't see him. And
I didn't even know it was him at first.
Yeah. Okay, like I'm saying this because like this is actually bothered me for the last 3 times I've seen Daniel Garcia.
Okay.
Okay, so when he first showed up, he was like this super tough, badass kid that could beat the shit out of everybody. Now it kind of just seems like he's just like a kid. Like I see no threat in him. Like I know he can go, but like when he's doing like backstage stuff and talking, I don't see a threat in him anymore. And it's like before, it was like when he was silent, it was like, oh shit, he's a threat. He's gonna kill me. I know he could go in the ring, and he's like one of the best. But then it's just like, meh. Like when he's talking and doing like promos and shit, it's like you just be like, oh, he's just a kid. Like that's how I feel about him. It's like, oh, he's just a kid. But then I look at Hook, and Hook can do the same thing, and it's like, Hook is a menace. Like Hook's promos and shit in the backstage leads right into like his persona. Daniel Garcia's persona is like, I'm a dork, but I can wrestle and hurt you in the ring. But I'm a fucking dork, and everything about me is just dorky. And it's like, I don't want to see that for you because it's like, you're cool as hell, but it's like, you just, like, I think it's more of him hanging with the 2.0 guys.
I was just about to point that out. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it feels like it's like they're rubbing off on him. Like, I love 2.0, but just the two of them, like they don't mesh because like
they're good. They're more of a comedy act and whatnot, and like they're good wrestlers, but they're nothing you would really take seriously. Maybe they won the tag team titles eventually, but nothing seriously. They're not like total badasses and whatever like he once was.
Yeah, and it just feels bad because it's like you're like this super badass, and now all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, this because you're hanging with 2.0, but I want him to get back to super badass, tough Daniel Garcia that he was before, instead of being Daniel Garcia, the guy with 2.0, that guy.
Like, isn't the running joke like he's their son or something?
Yeah. It's like the longer it goes on, it just like makes him not feel as like dangerous and tough as he is. It is like when he came in, like even when 2.0 first got with him, it was like he's a threat. He's still a threat. And then like the more and more it was there, it was like it wore off the threat of him, and just like, oh, he's just a kid. But then like it's like I don't want that.
It was like he was a total badass, right? But he had them as backup just in case. Like they were his flunkies. That's the way I took it at first. I don't know about you. But now it's the other way around, where they're the leaders and he's the flunky. Like he's the backup.
Yeah, and like that shouldn't be.
Exactly.
But after Sammy won, he got in the ring, he being Daniel Garcia, pronouns, and he started a fight with Sammy. So now it's going to have a match on Dynamite. Sammy versus Daniel Garcia.
What if he loses the title that fast?
Oh, man, I would love it. I would fucking love it.
That would be some shit.
Yeah. So they have the FTW Championship, which is Ricky Starks. I almost called him Ricky Martinez. Not his name.
It's Ricky Martin's real name.
Ricky Starks versus Matt Sydal for the FTW Championship. And what did you say the championship was called before this?
Apparently, like while they were talking, it was Excalibur talking to Taz. Apparently, it's called the Brooklyn title or something like that. Okay. I never knew that.
Me neither, and I knew the FTW title from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
where the fuck does Brooklyn shit come from?
Yeah, I don't know. That was news to me.
Yeah. And Tez was there. He agreed to it. So I guess it's a thing.
Okay. Well, all right. That's the thing.
Yeah. By the way, this belt is still unrecognized, but yet they had like a legit match. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And the thing with this match was like, it got to the point where Matt Sydal kept hitting Ricky Starks with like every fucking thing he could imagine, and he kept almost pinning him. And it got to the point where it was like, it's not that he's about to pin him. It just kept getting to the point where it's like, you're hitting really big moves on his neck, and he just came back from like a neck injury. I know it's been a long time, but like he just came back from a neck injury. He hasn't had that many matches back. I'm worried about him. Don't hurt him. Like, that's how I felt.
No, you're right.
But fortunately, Ricky Starks beat Matt Sydal. And then Matt Sydal got beat up by Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. And then Lee Moriarty came out to help. Will Hobbs laid out Moriarty. And then Dante Martin showed up. And Dante Martin scared off everybody. And at the end, it was Dante Martin, Matt Sydal standing tall. I have no idea what they did with Lee Moriarty. Like, they killed him off, and it's like, they should not be making this guy look like a geek. Like, Lee Moriarty is a badass, and like, they should not make him look like a geek. Like, he's not Daniel Garcia, so don't do that.
And I feel like he has like a tremendous loss record. Like, that shouldn't be a thing either.
Yeah. So then we had the main event. which was Britt Baker versus Riho. So during the match, like there was a spot where Britt moved out of the way and let Riho jump on Reba. And it's like, okay, why did you do that? And like the whole time, like you can see like there's tension between Jamie and Britt Baker. And at one point Jamie's trying to tell Britt Baker to do something and she's like, no, I don't want to do it. And she's like, do it. So I was like, what the fuck? It was so much tension there. It was more tension. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I
was waiting for it. I
need to keep my mouth shut on that one. So then, like, Riho takes out Jamie, and we're like, okay, it's gonna be a one-on-one match. Reba still comes back and helps, and of course, Britt Baker finally beats Riho. And Reba's about to give the title to Britt. Jamie takes the title. And everybody, me and Renegade included, was like, oh, this is where the turn happens. And then Jamie gives Britt the title with a smile, and they all hug. I was like, okay, well, that was anticlimactic.
But it's going to happen. It's still going to happen.
Oh, it definitely will. But yeah, like this, like Battle of the Belts, like it felt lackluster.
Like it felt short. It actually felt like Rampage, and like y'all tell sounded better if you didn't watch it. The Rampage or the Battle for the Belts?
Because Rampage was fucking exciting, dude. Like it was, like it felt more like a regular show, but this show just felt like a meh. And I know somebody's probably gonna say, "Oh, it's because Cody and like no big names are on there." There were no real big names except for Adam on the other show, so it's like it wasn't too much difference. It's just like Rampage felt more exciting for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, that was the AEW side of this week's podcast. Before we get into the WWE side, we had New Japan versus Noah. This whole entire thing was a shit show, and it wasn't because it was a shit show. This was one of the worst things that like we ever had, because some of us was like, okay, we don't want to wait to get it on New Japan World. We're gonna buy it. So a lot of us brought it. We brought it from Noah's like subscription service. We was like, we're gonna buy it. It was $15. Everybody's up. Just randomly during like the middle of certain matches, it just would go the fuck out, and you're like, what's happening? Like, why is this happening? The subscription service was so bad because so many people wanted to watch the show that it just kept dropping the show just in the middle, just like boop. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is this happening? One time it got like stuck on like one match, and like you can hear the commentary and it's going, you can't see anything, nothing's moving. Like, what the fuck is happening? Wow. It was so random. But like, you did get to see like most of the ending of the matches, and you did get to hear some of the commentary. And it was parts in this that like, it literally like everybody that are New Japan fans and Noah fans, after some of the matches, we just had a lot of questions. Like, not even joking, we had like just serious questions like, huh? Like, how? Because like most of the matches, New Japan won. And like after like one of the matches, somebody grabbed one of the junior titles and basically kind of teased challenging somebody from Noah, kind of challenging the New Japan junior champion. And like, wait, that can't happen because like this is just a one-off, right? This is a one-off. Then later on, Zack Sabre is in a tag team match, and he's wrestling against one of his own tag team partners from Noah. And like a lot of people didn't know that he used to wrestle in Noah, and it was like a really fun like Easter egg for a lot of people. It was like, oh shit, he used to wrestle here. And he winds up getting the win, and after he gets the win, on the backstage, he's like, yo, I want to challenge Marufuji for the title. Because it's like a secondary title, and I'm like, you can't do that because this is not a real thing. You know that, right? Like, this is just like a one-off for a charity event. Like they said it throughout the show a bunch of times. They're like, no, this is like a charity event. Like, this isn't like a real thing. This is a thing. And it's like, you just keep getting these teases, and it's like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah,
it kind of feels that way. Then it was like a tag team, a 6-man tag match. And like, I was watching with like some friends who were like kind of newish to New Japan. And like, they've only been there for like 2 or 3 years. And when they started talking about like this whole breakdown of how Suzuki was over in Noah and like he had beef with Yano and all of this stuff. And like, as soon as they said that, I was like, oh my God, how did I forget this? And how did this fucking match just turn into like a whole lore thing from Suzuki Gun and Noah and Yano? It was just like so crazy because it wasn't even supposed to be this match because Kenta was supposed to have Yano's spot. And then Yano like replaced Kenta. And it made the match better because it was a stronger lore because the people that he was fighting, which was Suzuki, was fighting Sakuraba, who was in New Japan for a little while and made Suzuki have like some crazy ass shit going with him. And that was one of the reasons Suzuki chased him back to Noah. They had this long thing, and it was like, it was this long story. But then you add Yano in it, who was over in Noah for a little while and also had beef with Suzuki. And it was just like, it turned the story from just like a kind of lore to like a whole entire deep lore. And it's like, I remember watching all of this from beginning to end. I'm like, holy shit, like this is fucking great for me. And I loved it. And then we had the main event, which was Tanahashi and Okada versus Kito Kitamiya and Kenji Muto, which is the Great Muta. So the match goes down. Once again, New Japan wins. They damn near won everything. But they win. And at the end of the match, Kito Kitamiya is crying. You're like, okay, that like, why are you crying? Because Okada beat him with the Rainmaker, but he's in the corner crying. And you're like, why are you crying? And you're like, okay, maybe you're just crying because you lost. But he has this anger on his face and tears are coming down. And he's looking at Okada like, I want to kill you. And Okada's looking at him like, you can't do nothing to me. And I'm like, the last time somebody like cried like that and like had that face, it was Okada himself when he lost to Tanahashi and he wanted to get him back. And I'm like, but there's no way that Kito Kitamiya can face you. Like, he's wanted to face you a long time in a singles match. It can't happen. And like, it just was one of those things where everybody's just like, they tease so much stuff up and down this card that you're like, this isn't happening. So what was the tease? It was crazy. It was insane. It was really fucking insane. But yeah, that was New Japan versus Noah. New Japan dominated. They dominated to the point where it was like, oh, this is just like a WWE and any other company they team up with. They're just gonna dominate the shit out of them. Like, yeah, okay, all right, pal. So speaking of WWE, we started it off with the COVID not positive tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And
Acknowledge him.
yes, I'm acknowledging him because Pat McAfee literally said COVID tested positive for Roman Reigns. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a thing. And Roman was talking shit, and of course Brock and Paul came out, and they're going at it on the mic, and then, well, Brock takes the mic and does Paul Heyman's whole stick, and that's the thing. I was like, okay, he sounds exactly like Paul, which was fucking insane.
Yep.
And then Roman is talking about Paul, and Paul goes, I loved you. You were my tribal chief. I worship the ground you walk on it. And everybody was like, huh? You can't say that. And Brock was like, what did you just say? And he was like, listen. And Brock tells him to shut up, and Roman's like, you don't tell him to shut up. And then they started arguing. Roman winds up punching him and laying him out, him being Brock Lesnar. And it was like, okay. And they also teased doing belt for belt. And yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
I'm not down with that either.
Yeah. Like, okay, so I'm going to put it out there.
Okay.
I'm okay with it if it's on February 19th in Saudi Arabia. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at WrestleMania. If it's there, I'm okay with it.
I was going to say anything like before WrestleMania.
Yeah. So if it's right there, I'm totally down for it. I'm down for belt versus belt. And then I don't want them to fuse the belts. I want them to just have a winner, but not fuse the belts. Because there's no way to to get through to this. It's so crazy. I don't know how this is gonna work. So then we had.
They even call it. They fuse it.
I don't know, but I don't want them to fuse it. I just want 2 belts. Leave it like it is. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
So then we had Samuel Zenon, and he's backstage talking, and Johnny Knoxville is like, I'm in the Royal Rumble. And Samuel Zenon says, you have to qualify to be in the Royal Rumble. You're not even a human here. This isn't how it works. So Samuel Zenon goes out and faces Rick Boogs, which he's supposed to be facing Nakamura. Samuel Zenon is, because he's number 1 contender, but I don't know what the fuck they didn't give him a title match for. I don't know.
I feel like they told no soul that and didn't even mention that. They forgot, quote unquote.
Yeah, that fucked me up too, because it was they should say something, right? Because that's what's supposed to happen, but no, they didn't say shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want Nakamura to lose that Intercontinental title to Sami Zayn. I'll go into a deeper why I want that later on. So yeah, Samuel Zenon winds up getting beat by Rick Boogs, and then he gets thrown over the ropes by Johnny Knoxville, and the announcer goes, Johnny Knoxville has qualified for the Royal Rumble. What the? That's a thing?
I was like, bitch.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? You just throw people out. You just say you want to throw people out, and you throw people out, and that's a thing? That's how things happen? What the fuck? Is that a thing?
I think people should have been in the Royal Rumble just by doing that.
Yes, it's what the fuck? That is so goddamn random. So then we get Charlotte Flair. She comes out, she's all dressed up. She has the championship, and she's talking about the Royal Rumble. And she starts naming names of all the people who's going to be in the Royal Rumble. is you have the Bella Twins. And I know people are like, wait, the Bella Twins? The fuck? Like, the Bella Twins in this? Yeah. The Bellas. Shotzi Blackheart, Michelle McCool, Dana Brooke, Queen Zelina, Charmella, you have Tamina, you have Kelly, you have Aaliyah, you have Summer Rae, who I swore was retired, you have Naomi, you have Shayna Baszler, you have Lita, you have all of these people, and they say Mickie James. And we both was like, wait, what? Mickie James? They literally cut back to regular, and Pat McAfee says, is that Mickie James, the Impact Knockouts Women's Champion from NWA in Impact? And I'm like, wait, what? Did you say that? And I'm like, no. Like, no, you can't just say that. Like, you just said that, what?
Like, you assume it's a mistake, right?
Yeah, but it was like, that has to be a mistake until you look on social media and WWE themselves tweet Impact Knockouts Women's Champion Mickie James in the Royal Rumble. And you're like, wait, what? Like, you can't tweet this. Impact tweets it. Scott D'Amore tweets it. NWA acknowledges it. And you're like, wait, what? They're actually acknowledging that this exists? Like,
other wrestlers are fucking replying to it and shit.
It was so crazy because it's like, wait a minute. Did you guys just open the multiverse? Like, what just happened? It's literally was a thing. And it's so bad that even Impact themselves was like, yo, she's gonna be in the Rumble, but she has a match tomorrow night. It's like, wait, you're acknowledging this whole thing? Like, what is happening? Like, it was so crazy that everybody sold this, and it was like, it was such a big thing that it shocked everybody. Right. No one could get together like after that. They were so lost. Like, how? But like, what?
Kind of fucked up about it.
I am too. I am definitely like, I'm fucked up. But like, that brings up a thing that the reason I want Nakamura to lose the title, because Nakamura has said this, and he said this a couple times. He said, listen, I would love to go back to New Japan for the 50th anniversary show just for one day. It's like, okay. And if they're opening doors and going through multiverse, how about it? How about doing it? Let him wrestle one time. Just one time. Over in New Japan. Let's do it.
I mean, I 100% agree with that, but that's no reason for him to lose the title. Like, he can legit go over there with the title, I think. If this door is indeed open, like, who gives a fuck at this point, right? But I want him to lose the title just because his fucking title run has been meh.
Man, you gave him meh?
I'm
not being nice. Like, he deserves better. Like, yeah. You did nothing? Nope. Like, nope, not even. Like, he hasn't done a goddamn thing with that fucking title. Nope. Exactly. Like, take it off of him. Like, fix it.
Yeah. Take it off of him, but, like, not necessary for him to go to New Japan. Because I think at this point, he could go regardless. Especially, what is it? The 50th show, you said?
Yes.
Anniversary? Yeah, that's special. So I think they would let him go.
Yeah, but you have to remember, like, Japan is still in quarantine mode. Like, you still have to go and do the 2-week quarantine before you can interact with other humans. And then once he does that, he could come back here and just, like, fucking walk around the next day. Just like, he could just come back in America, like, who gives a fuck? But Japan is still having a quarantine thing. So he would have to go and be there for 2 weeks and then have the match. And then he would have to come back and that would be a thing. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
so yeah. So Charlotte also announces herself in the Royal Rumble, and immediately that made me go, "What the fuck? Why are you doing that?" Until you find out that like there was a reason for that. There was a huge reason for that, and it changed everything that we knew about what the Women's Rumble was going to be, because Sasha Banks is injured for 6 to 8 weeks. She's out. So this had been a plan since they found out that she was injured a couple days ago. I was like, okay, well, because the original plan was for her to win the Rumble and face Charlotte, and that'd be the main event of WrestleMania. Now that Charlotte is in it, I'm guessing they're gonna make Charlotte win it. I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
I would go against that because the way it was worded by her anyway, and like can't believe her. If she wins, she's going for another title.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then yeah, she has to lose it. She has to lose it. So, like, the only other person I would think that could possibly win it because she's going to a WrestleMania match would be Bianca. But, like, she won it last year, so I don't know if they'll make her do it 2 years in a row.
Not really, like, that wild to think of, because people have done it before, but you're right.
Yeah, because, like, I feel like it should be somebody new.
Liv Morgan?
I mean, yeah, like, that would be great if Liv Morgan did it, but also we've seen Liv Morgan fail again. And it's like, you're kind of like, you're never going to win this. Like, you're never going to win this because, like, they keep just making you fail. Like, if you do win this, it'll probably be after Mania, but, like, yeah, it's like, you just keep failing. Like, what's the point?
There will be some crazy shit. She wins the Rumble and then actually wins the title at WrestleMania. That would be big for her career.
Oh my God, yeah, it would be great. Like, I would love the shit out of that. But like I said, it's like we feel like you're just an underdog and a loser.
Yeah.
There's no reason for us to care about you. You know?
No, I totally understand that. Like, it's kind of like a left field thing at this point, because Sasha was been supposed to win. We know this shit for like months, if not a year, whatever. So now it's like hard to think who would win this, and she's the only one I could really think of. Plot twist and like fucking thinking out the box. But it sounded like Mickey James one. Seriously doubt that, but I'm just throwing that out there.
I mean, yeah, like it kind of opens the door for like anything cool to happen, because you don't even know all the rest of the women that's going to be in this, so you don't know who else can be in this and open this door. So this will be awesome.
The men need something cool.
Well, you know how it is though, because like the year that the women's one is really cool, the men's one suck. And then the year that the men's one is really cool, the women's one sucks.
Yeah.
So right now it's looking like the women's one is going to be way better than the men's one. So the men's look like it's going to suck.
And they don't even got everybody in there yet. So like, it's like this, and we're already excited. So it's going to be good.
Yes. So Naomi comes out and challenges Charlotte to a fight, and they're fighting, and Renegade, as soon as it was started, Renegade goes, "Isn't Naomi still beefing with Sonya Deville?" I'm like, yeah, I wonder what happened with that. Oh boy. Like, the match starts, Naomi almost beats Charlotte in a count out, and Sonya Deville goes, "Nah, no count out." So Naomi is about to win by disqualification, Sonya goes, no disqualification. Well, Charlotte did pick up the win and beat Naomi. It's like, yeah, she had everything stacked against her. Like, whatever. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
The funny part for me was like, yo, I swear Naomi was going to win, like, somehow. But no, she lost. And Sonya kept stacking everything against her. Like, they have to fight sometimes.
A real fight too, not these bullshit matches that she's been putting together.
Yeah, I'm betting on WrestleMania. That sounds like the site for it. Sounds like, yeah, that's it.
Like some type of stipulation where, like, okay, like Sonya can't change anything within the match once it's set. So, like, you don't have that trope, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if Sonya loses, she loses her job as, like, administration.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, to goat her in, you would have something like, if Naomi loses, she leaves WWE, which that's not happening, but it would just be there in place to goat her in.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So then they cut to the back, and Adam Pearce is talking, and he says, yo, they say that I have to find Roman Reigns an opponent for Royal Rumble by the end of the night. And Sonya's like, all right, whatever. It's not my problem. He's like, well, help me. He's like, all right, I'll help you. So that was the thing. We get crap talk, and we have Mad Crap Moss comes out, dresses Drew McIntyre, and sits with Crappy Corbin. And blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Then it goes into a War Raiders tag match with them. And Moss actually is very impressive. He wrestled most of this match, and he's very impressive. I'm like, God damn, dude, this is really good.
And just his gimmick sucks.
Mm-hmm. So, Mad Crap and Happy, they win. Sheamus says he's in the Rumble. So, yeah, that's another person added to the Rumble. Yep. So, we only got a few people, and those few people, it's like, none of these people are the people I'm picking. None of them. So, we'll see. We'll see who else gets added. So, then, we have the Street Fight Tag Team match between the Usos and the New Day. And they're going at it. And the New Day add the newest move to their repertoire. The 1D for 1 day. This was an interesting match, but at the same time, we just seen a match, so like we really didn't care. And we was kind of checked out, but like, yeah, it happened. So.
Plus, they did through a table, which is really deadly.
Mm-hmm. So then we get Roman Reigns in the back. After Adam Pearce said that he had picked the person for him to wrestle. Now, if you remember on the last podcast, I had said it was AJ Styles. Because I was told that it was someone from the Raw roster would be coming over to take on Roman at Royal Rumble. And it was alluded to me, it was going to be AJ Styles. But Roman is sitting there, and he gets a knock on the door. And the knock started, and the first thing I go, that sounds like a Goldberg knock. And Renegade goes, no, you're crazy. That's the Shield. I was like, that can't be a thing. And the door opens. Roman stands up. Roman looks. It's Seth freaking Rollins. And he just laughs. Yeah. My God, I did not see this coming, and I am happy that this is a thing. Yeah. And it's really, like, the funny part about it, like, it's funny because I literally said to you the other day, they dropped that whole entire thing with Roman and Seth and never went back to it, and we're never getting in it. And we said that on Raw. We were just talking about it, just like throwing it out there. It was like, yeah, that never happened.
And then
Right? Yeah, and they just like, nah, here it goes. It's happening now. So, yeah. So, 2 big matches set for Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
We have Brock versus Bob Lash. We have Seth versus Roman. It's like, I knew that this was going to be big because they're going to have it in this huge arena. I was like, oh, it has to be big. It has to be big because it's going to be in this huge arena. It's like, yeah, like, I didn't think it was going to be this big. This is like kind of closely to a WrestleMania card. That's how big this is.
Yeah, I could see the comparison.
Because these matches shouldn't be these matches. Like, this is some shit that you would see on a WrestleMania. You'd be like, yeah, like, this is a WrestleMania build type thing. But they're like, no, we're giving it to you for free right here on Royal Rumble. It's like, yeah, this is big.
Makes you think, if these are not the fucking Mania matches, what are the Mania matches then?
Exactly. Because I can't wait to see the woman's side of this, because, like, since Charlotte is in the Rumble, that takes her out. That's gonna no SmackDown Women's Championship match. And I wonder if that had more to do with not just Sasha being injured, but the Toni Storm leaving. Like, I wonder if all of that had to do with one thing. You know what I mean?
No, I totally understand, and I think probably a little of both. Because didn't you tell me at one point they legit were both number one contenders, or this will lead into a 3-way?
Yes, because this was like the whole time. This was like all leading up to Toni and Charlotte having this whole entire big feud that was going to go to from Royal Rumble, and it was going to all lead into Sasha versus Toni versus Charlotte in like a match. And like it was all leading to like this big thing, but like since Toni's gone and now Sasha's injured, it just leaves Charlotte with, nothing really to do. So throwing her in,
has no build to anything, so you might as well.
Yeah. And like this is them playing it safe because they're gonna have somebody throw Charlotte out, and the person who throws her out is probably going to be somebody who's going to be a contender between now and WrestleMania. And if things go well, then Sasha heals up, then we still get the Mania Sasha versus Charlotte match, and the person will like eventually get another match for like doing their deed or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trick is like whoever throws her out is not going to be the winner, though. So
yeah, that's
their kind of loophole. You kind of like make a match within that match without them winning.
Exactly. It's like this is like that little, just you throw something in there like, like we give this person a title shot, but they don't get the WrestleMania title shot.
Yeah.
But that also leads me into like the question for the other side, because you have the whole Doudrop versus Liv versus Bianca next Monday on Raw. The winner gets a shot at Royal Rumble. Bianca is supposed to wind up in the main event for WrestleMania. So how are we going to get to that when you have this? And also, like, if you have this, I don't want to see Doudrop versus Bianca again. Like, no more. Like, please, no more.
Yeah, because then she'll teleport again.
Yes. Because like, okay, this is what I want to happen to like to change everything up and go with what you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to do this, they can do this way. They can have Doudrop cause Liv the match, which means Bianca's gonna have Becky at Royal Rumble, and you're like, okay, well, I thought you were saving that for WrestleMania. This is me switching it up because it seems like this would be a better angle if they did it right.
Yeah.
If they do that, you have Liv win the Rumble, and then Liv goes on to WrestleMania, and Liv has this big moment because she's been screwed. Even though the last time she wasn't technically screwed because Becky was too far away. But yeah.
That works.
Yeah, because like it's the only way to win unless you have Doudrop win.
Yeah.
And like there's like I have nothing against Doudrop, but what's the point? Because like
the title, so
yeah, because like if you give Doudrop the win and Doudrop goes against Becky, here's the thing: now you have Liv and Bianca both in the Rumble, and everybody's gonna be trying to figure out which one are they gonna put over. Is it gonna be Bianca or is it gonna be Liv? Like who's gonna be the one that wins? And it's gonna be a big thing.
Yeah.
The other thing that everybody keeps forgetting, which like I'm already thinking about, is you still have Elimination Chamber. Or is it Elimination Chamber or Fastlane? It's one of them, Elimination Chamber or Fastlane. You have another pay-per-view after Saudi Arabia. And it's the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And I think it is Elimination Chamber, if I'm not mistaken.
It usually is.
So the person who wins that can also become number one contender at WrestleMania. So it's a lot of ways to get to all of these scenarios. But as far as the women's go, it's more entertaining because it's so many variables in the women's side. In the men's side, you just have what they look like they're going with Roman and Brock, which I really wish that they would just not go that way at all. And they'd like totally separate them and have Big E versus Brock and Blank versus Roman. And that's very hard to put a Blank versus Roman.
Yeah.
Because like there's nobody on the SmackDown side that deserves to go against Roman. Like you can't even heat up Nakamura because he's literally like 19 gazillion decimals below freezing. He will not do anything. And like there's no way to heat him up. Because nobody's going to take him serious.
No, definitely not.
Because like when he was the hottest that he was ever hot, you should have put the belt on him and they was like, nah, we don't care. Like we don't care. He had the best entrance at that WrestleMania. And it was like you should have put the belt on him. Nah, we don't care. It was the perfect moment. They just didn't care. And I really thought that they should have did more. But they didn't.
It's more about what we want, not what y'all want.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to work on getting all of the answers we need for Royal Rumble. I mean, not Royal Rumble, for WrestleMania, and also Royal Rumble too. We're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna figure this shit out, and we're gonna be the ones that's gonna tell you exactly what's happening. You're gonna be like, "Oh shit, you guys know," which we usually do, you know. So yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you got anything to say to end the show?
Tune in next time, folks. Same Enigma channel, same Viper time.